this video, I'm going to introduce you to a set of project management documents known as specifications. Now, you may be familiar with specifications from courses in the past, and for a designer, you can see that the specifications are really the designer documenting the exact selections for this pillow. And this is important because the designer may need to refer to these specifications later for another project if they want to recreate this pillow or parts of this pillow. The specifications are also really important because the designer needs to have a record of what they selected and have all of the specifications related to the pillow together so that they don't have to dig through a bunch of pieces of paper to find information that they need. So once again, we're very much in the design development phase, moving right into that contract document phase. And so this is a specification. Now you can see that the specifications for this pillow includes all of the parts and pieces of it. And so we're going to just take a look at these. Now, these are all more or less set up the same way. However, we know from looking at the anatomy of that pillow from the initial sketch that there's four parts to it. There's two types of trim, the fabric, and the cost to create it. And so the specification document, you can see this is created by the designer. You can see the logo is at the top, and you can see the information about the designer is down here. So design firm location, and then perhaps the email address, etc. And so that's typical. We can see specifications written at the top here. Project name. Now, this is a placeholder for the privacy of the client, but typically you would put the client's name for sure here. And you might even go farther in and say living room. So that's what you can see here. And then you may even get more detailed, or you may see even more detail on a specification that says sofa pillows or sofa pillow trim, let's say. So you can see here, we have the item number. This is number one. None of the other information here is filled in, although if we needed to identify the project without using the client's name for privacy or for some other reason, we would put that here. And then any issue or revision dates, you could put information about when this specification was started and if it was revised. Now, this is a pretty straightforward project and a pretty simple set of specifications, so that information's not there. You can see that we have the quantity, the unit, and the price and the total price. That information is here. And then now you have the description. So it's the white and cream brush trim for sofa pillows. Remember, we know it's the living room and we know the name of the client. And then here is the information about the product itself. It's the item number, description, color, how many yards are available at the manufacturer. You can see it's got information about the fiber content, the collection, how wide it is, and the finish. Now, once again, this is really just so that in case the designer needs to refer to this later, they have the information that they need, whether it's to reorder it or whether it's to check when the specification or when the specified product is delivered to check and make sure the right one came in. That's what this information might be used for as well. So you can see this one is set up exactly the same. Once again, it's referring to item number one, which are the pillows. And you can see basically the same information here. But once again, this might be important to, for example, send to the workroom that's creating the pillow, right? Just in case they want to verify that the correct material has arrived and is being used. You can see here, once again, this is the velvet pillow that's going, or the velvet fabric that's going to be used to create the pillow. All the information up here is the same because it's related to the same object. And this information may change just a little bit. And then now you can see the specification. Now, specification for the work order. Now, this doesn't provide tons of information, but it is related to the pillow, and that's why the designer included it. And so now you have an understanding of the specific project management documents related to the specification. Now, there's all types of reasons that this very detailed information about each element of the pillow is documented. The designer may need to refer to it at a different point in the project, at a later project, or share it with someone involved in the project. And that's why these documents are created.